there's records that are being broken that people just didn't really think that would ever be approached.
As a referee, people like Shai, I'm really not a big fan of because the way they sell fouls, I just don't rock with Shai.
Because of course Wilt was a freak of nature back then. You out here running 100-meter dashes with world-class Olympians and stuff.
If I'm a fan of Shai, I think he's probably the most unguardable guy in the NBA right now. But if you ask me which one is more impressive to me,
feel like I'm at the tippy-top of the game, looking down at the rafters. I had to sun these boys, can't leave them bastards.
So SGA broke Wilt Chamberlain's 63-year-old record of 126 consecutive 20-point games, 20-point plus games. SGA is now at 128. The question is, it being a different NBA than it was in Wilt's era. What is more impressive, 126 consecutive 20-plus point games in Wilt's era or 128 and counting in today's era?
I'm going to say for me, it's going to be this era, and here's the reason why. If you look at all of the records that have stood, not only in the NBA, but NFL, like just over sports in general, there's records that are being broken that people just didn't really think that would ever be approached. And if you look at how these kids are training now, I know we've seen some of the movies when we were kids, like you were creating machines, but that's almost like where we're at. You can test every piece of analytic to be able to find out how can I tweak this just by half a second to make this athlete better. So to know that these teams are investing and these players are investing millions of dollars on how they can get better, for you to still be able to dominate at a level like this, it's super impressive. Back then, it was a lot of just natural talent. We just talked about, Big Mel was talking about Bill Russell playing against 5'7" centers back then. But if you look at how we've developed now, it's completely different. Like everybody is trained to be on a professional level. So for me, I would say Shai being able to do this now, knowing he has a target on his back, I really think that would be the biggest, the most impressive, should I say.
All right, I like that. But as a referee, people like Shai, I'm really not a big fan of because the way they sell fouls, he get to the line with them bogus fouls, so he's going to probably shatter this record where it probably never be caught again, because he know how to draw a foul. I should say it like that, so I said it wrong. But comparing the two, to Wilt to him, his is better because in this NBA is a more athletic, more physicality, things like that. But I just don't rock with Shai just because the way that he plays is just not. It's new basketball, but I just don't rock with Shai. But he'll probably smash this record, probably up to 200 by the time he die down. But that's just my take on it.
To me, both records are impressive, but I'm gonna roll with Shai as well. Because of course Wilt was a freak of nature back then. He out here running 100-meter dashes with world-class Olympians and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I give it to Shai. Like you said, you don't really like Shai's game because of the new basketball. Yeah, he draw the fouls, but he getting 75, 80% of his points, 65% of his points off of mid-range, bro. One of the lost arts in NBA.
I agree.
Everybody, he shoots threes.
I agree.
Of course, because that's what they push in the NBA to shoot three, bro. But the majority of his buckets, bro, come with that mid range, bro. Turn around, left leg, right leg, one leg fade, left leg fade, coming off both legs, bro. And it's butter. It don't matter where he's shooting. It's like every time he shoot the ball, you feel like it's going in. Like it's amazing, bro. His skill for the pull up jump shot, bro. It's difficult, and he already it's difficult to guard him because he jerky, lanky with it, bro. That mid range is just crazy. So man, Shai, it's impressive, bro, and he gonna continue to streak long as he stay healthy.
Again, starting this off, I'm a fan of Shai. I actually like his game. I think he's probably the most unguardable guy in the NBA right now. But one reason and one reason only that I lean towards Wilt's 126 is because there was no 3-point line. There's been a few times where Shai has got right at 20 to keep his streak going. And that wouldn't be possible without the 3-point shot because, several of those shots made that game by him with 3-pointers. So for that reason alone, that's an added benefit that Wilt didn't have. Like I was saying, it was all 2-pointers. So like if you completely disregard and take and like for example, Shai plays against a lot of zone. And an even newer era of the NBA, and the zone helps a 3-point shooter out. If you're a shooter, you're a fan of the zone. So it's just different. It's just added benefits that he had. That doesn't take away what he's able to do. Because if you're able to get 20 straight games of 20 plus, you're a baller in the NBA. If you're able to do that, so to be even in the conversation with Wilt, you're a baller. But if you ask me which one is more impressive to me, if you take away 3-pointers, I'm gonna say the 126 would be the more impressive one. But that's not no knock on Shai. I just would prefer, if I had to pick one, I prefer the guy who can do 126 consecutive with no 3-pointers involved.
Yeah, feel like I'm at the tippy top of my game, looking down at the rafters. I had to sun these boys, can't leave them bastards.